Speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I am Mrs. James, A.K.A. Grandma Jighjigh. As usual, well, as has been for the past weeks, I'm on the show, but I'm not alone this afternoon. This Tuesday, I am with
Marysyntia Hangeior
and
Felicity Girgir.
And we are going to do it this way. We'll allow you to call and tell us what you inspired to be growing up. And also tell us if you're living your inspiration. Do you enjoy doing what you are doing? Do you have any advice for those who would want to stick to what they inspired to be? But if you are not living your inspiration, what happened? What are you doing now? If given the chance, will you live your dreams? Any advice for our listeners? We'll give you a number to call. Also tell us when you call how you felt, or how do you feel when you realize what you inspired was squashed by your parents, by peer pressure, by your colleagues, by your friends. Call us and tell us. Like I said earlier, this is Women of Speed, but men can also call and talk to us about their what they wanted to be, what they inspired to be growing up, and what they are now. The show is for everybody. Like I said earlier, I'm Mrs. James, A.K.A. Grandma Jighjigh, and this is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. I'm here with
Marysyntia Hangeior
and
Felicity Girgir.
Yes. So last week we had a very, very interesting discussion on this program. We had very, very high members of the society calling us to tell us what they are doing now and what they had inspired to be. It was really interesting, wasn't it, Cynthia?
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm. Elizabeth called from Moses Adasu University to tell us she is now a linguist, a professor in that department, but she had inspired to be a medical doctor. But along the way, in fact, she changed 3 times, didn't she?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
To become a lawyer
and eventually a linguist. So I asked her, or did we ask her or not, was it probably because she didn't want to stay at home for a whole year, or why did she decide to change from law to linguistics? Did we ask her?
No.
She actually said she applied for that, but then that is what she got, the linguistic. That's what she got. She applied for the law, but she got linguistic instead.
Okay, and she's enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Then Samuel called also. He is a lawyer, but he had intended to be a medical doctor. So somehow he found himself in the Department of Law, and he read law. Now he's enjoying himself. He is also from Moses Adasu University, Makudi. Very interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
So call us. The numbers to call us are
090 3648 5868.
That is 090 364 85868. So call us and tell us your own story. What did you inspire to be growing up, and what are you doing now? Call us and tell us. I'm also advocating for sponsors. Cynthia, won't it be very interesting if we got sponsors on this program?
Yes, it would. It would be very nice to have people sponsoring.
Yes, because in fact, I would love to have sponsors. So if you enjoy this program, that is Women of Speed on Speed FM, Makudi, please sponsor us. Advertise on this program. I'm sure our listeners are growing. We had listeners from Italy. We had listeners from England. And I'm very sure we'll soon have from far away America. Don't you think so?
Yes.
Yes. Kondushima called us from London. I hope she's listening to us now. Kondushima, if you're listening to us, please call back and tell us if you are still enjoying this program. I hope you didn't just listen to that once and stopped. Just call us on
090-3648-5868.
that is
090-3648-5868.
Thank you. So Kundushima, call us and tell us if what you growing up inspired to be and what you are doing now. And maybe you may have a mind to also sponsor somebody who may not be able to live his inspirations. Are you interested? I also had a caller from Italy. I'm also wondering. I hope she's still listening to us. She said she loved listening to Asking Radio 98.5. And I would like her to call again and tell us what she feels about this particular program. And also tell us if she's listening to, are you listening to us? Call us and tell us, have you succeeded? You were determined to do something. Call us and tell us if you've been able to do it. I know you are very hardworking and I know you will do it. But have you succeeded? Have your 2 daughters joined you in Italy? Call us and tell us. This is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I'm Grandma Jighjigh. So we also wanted Georgina's
Yes.
friend. Georgina, if you are listening to us this afternoon.
Yes, the nurse to event planner friend that
Yes,
she mentioned.
yes. So tell your friend to call us and tell us what she's doing now and how she feels doing what she loves to do and what happened, her experience in the nursing.
I would also like to know how she was able to get the courage to leave,
let
because
go.
yes, because some people look at it like you were into a nursing field and then you are leaving nursing. And we might try to deny that, but it's one part of society that is still there where they look at some things as, okay, this one is better than the other. So if you tell someone that I'm leaving nursing to become an event planner, they look at you like, are you really going to leave nursing just
I
to
wonder
become-"
what age she was able to do that.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
true. So yes, I also wonder how she was able to get the courage. Like, did she listen to anyone's advice? Because most of the time, if you seek for advice for things like that, then most people are going to tell you, well, stick to the nursing. Or you know how the world is. It's the nursing that is moving
pays
more
better.
than it pays better. And when it comes to paying, and to be honest, when it comes to what pays better, I really think it's how much effort that one puts into their
What you-
profession. Exactly, because that event planner could be earning more than the nurse. Just depends on how far her event planning has gotten
You
to.
understand, and how adept she is at it.
Yes.
So at what age did you decide that enough is enough? I'm not doing it again. Let me do what I have always wanted to do. At what age? So Georgina, please tell your friend to call us and share with us. It may inspire somebody. So our listeners, we are waiting for your call. So
And while we are waiting for their calls to actually come in, I would also like to say something about some people who stop on the way. This issue of, since you mentioned Georgina's friend, I would still like to say more on that issue, because you find it so common that people get stuck. And then there is one thing that when you're not doing something that you like, or when you're doing something that you were just forced to do, then you get stuck at some point and you find that you're not doing well with it. So if you ever think about it like that and find yourself in that kind of situation, instead of thinking about what will people say, how would people say, well, I am going to do this, it's better to strategize. Think about how you're going to do that. For her case, it was event planning, how you're going to do it and succeed in it. And then whoever was planning to maybe say anything, well, this is not success, it's not going to bring you money. If you notice, there's one thing about life: the moment you're successful, everyone keeps quiet. No one is telling you that you were supposed to do nursing and you left nursing for this. They just remember the great name. Now they forget about what it was from the beginning, what you were refusing to do, and they just remember you for who you. It could be event plan, it could be shoemaking.
You even become an example.
Yes, it could be shoemaking, it could be anything. All those things that people look down on, and then you're determined, you put in effort, and then you make it a big name. You make it like bigger than what people imagined. Because I feel like people are blocked with these shadows. When you mention, okay, the events planning, people are looking at just the one that, okay, it's in my area. Maybe it could not grow more than that. But if you make it to grow more than that, then they are actually going to see that, okay, there was something here. There was a reason why he or she kept insisting that he wanted to do this.
That is true. And parents, stop dampening the spirits of your children. Sometimes a child walks up to you and tells you, this is what I want to do, or this is what I want to be in the future. Encourage that child. If along the way the child says, I've changed my mind, change your mind along and continue supporting this child, because eventually he is going to lead his life, not you. Then when things go bad, I hope the child will not turn around and say, I actually wanted to do this. It was my father or my mom.
And also, I think there's one issue that is often like ignored. It's possible for someone to grow up and still not know what they want to be, or not know what they want to do. Sometimes you even know when you're a child, but then you grow up and you're just like, am I the only person that is confused in life? How come everyone is doing something and I'm the only person who doesn't know what I want to be or what I want to do? But then there are a lot of people that are actually confused, but no one is actually going to come out to you and then say that I am confused. You're just looking and then thinking you're the only one. Now, instead of even trying to compare if you're the only person in that sport, what you should do is look at what you do best. No matter what anyone says to me, up till now, I am still convinced that everyone has something that they do best. It's just
Definitely.
that they ignore it, feeling like, okay, maybe this one is not something that maybe my parents will be proud of, or my friends will say, okay, I'm also doing something big, so they just ignore it. So if you're at that situation where you're confused, you feel like, well, I don't have something that I want to do in life, I don't even know what I want to become, then look at something that you love doing, or find something and then fall in love with it. Sometimes it will not come to you naturally. Okay, for some people it comes naturally. They just well, I want to become a journalist, I want to become a lawyer, I want to become a doctor. But it's not going to happen so for everyone. So when it doesn't happen to you, pick something and fall in love with it.
Find something else and do it to the best of your ability.
Yes.
Determination also comes in. If at the end of the day you discover that you are not good, you don't feel you are good at anything, like Cynthia says, pick something and be determined. Let somebody find me doing this with determination and hard work. I'm sure somehow you will find your
you get to love it. And even if you don't, sometimes you're doing something else and then it's opening the way for another thing for you. Or isn't that, Felicity?
Yes, that is. When I was speaking about this, I just remembered a friend of mine that grew up. She also did not know what she wanted to become. She was just like, oh well, wherever life takes me, I'm just going to take whatever that comes my way seriously. But then she applied for law after secondary school. She applied for law. Her JAMB score was okay. Everything was okay. She even wrote post UTME and passed. But then they pushed her to mass communication. Yes. And now it's so surprising because now she's so in love with mass communication. Yes. She was just like, when they gave her the admission, she just told me that, well, maybe this is what God planned for me. I'm just going to take it seriously. And then she was researching because she has this mindset of, if I'm going to be doing something, I have to be good at it. So she was just researching on it, and then she was like, okay, I've thought about it, and this is what I want to become. I want to become a journalist studying. Yes. So now she's so in love with mass communication.
So sometimes we may aspire to be something, but then somewhere behind everything, there's something that we might pick an interest in and love to do.
Yes.
So we shouldn't be stuck
in one place.
Okay, that's a good one.
Become,
So listeners, if you're listening to us, this is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, Makudi, and I am Grandma Jighjigh, and I'm not alone. I'm with two lovely ladies, Cynthia and Felicity. So the number to call again is
090 3648 5868.
That is 090 3648 5868.
Thank you. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll continue from where we stopped.
As King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
We play them all. 5 decades of hits. 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and today.
As King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
So listeners, if you're just joining us, this is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I am Mrs. James, A.K.A. Grandma Jighjigh. I'm not alone this afternoon. I'm with
Marysyntia Hangeior
and Felicity Girgir.
Thank you. Like we told you earlier, you could join us on this show by calling us on
090 3648 5868.
That is 090 3648 5868.
Thank you. And then you tell us, growing up, did you aspire to be something and you are not? You were unable to be what you wanted to be due to some hitches somewhere. Maybe your parents kind of quashed that dream. Maybe you couldn't be because of finance. Maybe you couldn't be because you got the wrong course. You didn't want to stay home. You couldn't be because because of peer pressure. You know, peer pressure. Sometimes, I said sometime on this program, one of my daughters, she wanted to be a medical doctor, but today she's a builder.
Okay.
When she got to the university, her marks were not enough. Her jump score, so she was given physics. She refused. She was given maths. She refused. She insisted on reading medicine. So they said, okay, young lady, you have to go through remedial. But at the end of that 1 year, she found herself, because people kept telling her, medical school is 6 years. Sometimes you spend 9 years. So she ended up reading building. And today, she's enjoying doing what she's doing. And nobody can tell her anything about medical school. Instead, she was saying the other day, she might even go back and read law. I said, there you are.
Okay. Slowly deviating from the
you understand.
medicine.
Yeah. But she enjoys doing what she's doing, fortunately. So sometimes it's that way. Probably you got into the university, but you couldn't find a course you wanted to. As a result of maybe poor performance in JAM, or the particular course you want cannot be given to you because the space is
filled up.
So what to do? Felicity.
Like I always say, it's not a must to actually study. Like at a certain point, if you insist too much on what you want to study, you might not move forward. There are some people that are stuck on one particular thing. This is what I want to be. They have been on it for years. They must give me what I want to study, and I'm always like, it's not necessarily that thing that you want to study. Sometimes things do not go your way, so just take what they are giving you and try to make the best of it. So if you want to study a particular course and they are not giving it to you continuously, just pick something else. Yes. So that's.
And there is this saying also, sometimes you can start something and then in the way you still get opportunity for that. So instead of waiting, you know, I believe in being safe all the time. Instead of just waiting and then maybe you end up not getting it at all, it's better you do the one that's in front of you now, and then maybe keep your determination and keep looking, trying to reach that one that you actually, wanted to get.
Exactly.
But then instead of sitting like that, even depression can set in. You can start thinking, okay, you're a loser and you couldn't achieve anything.
Oh no.
Yes. So it's actually better to keep yourself busy and do that which is in front of you. And that is how some people end up changing their minds and falling in love with something else.
Yes.
And somebody spending so many years in the university just for the simple fact that what I started with was not what I wanted. Move to the next department. No, it's not this one. And by the time they move to the third one, as okay, this is what I want. You've spent almost 12 years.
True.
True. Very
True.
So what advice should you give to such a person? I want to be a doctor. When I got to read medicine, I got the admission to read medicine quite all right. Then I discovered that medicine is not for me. It actually wasn't what I wanted to do. Then I switched probably to pharmacy. And I'm there. After 2-3 years,
You say no.
yes.
You
Then I
still
switched.
feel like it's not what is for you.
You understand. And at the end of the day, I'm already getting too old to be in university. So we have to make sure of what we want, isn't it? Make sure of what we want. Pray to get what you want, to study what you want at the university. Be determined. Also, it's not wrong to aspire. It's not wrong to have inspirations. No, it isn't. Sometimes some like Cynthia, she inspired to be a journalist, to read mass comm, and she got it. But not everybody gets what they want at that first try. Eventually, they are faced with something else. So whatever it is that you are faced with, be determined. And last week, we also, the week before last, we spoke to Mrs. A.K.A. She is a CEO of her own personal NGO, and she focuses on the poorest of the poor. She runs an NGO called Center for Parental Care for the Old and Vulnerable. And in fact, her response was just it.
Okay.
Quick response. She was there. She met the victim. Well, I wouldn't know what transpired, but I know something must have happened. We are waiting for her to call back or come in person to tell us how far they've gone, what arrangement, and if the person is already with her or if not, what happened. So Mrs. A.K.A., if you are listening to us, either call to give us an update on what happened or come in person and tell us what happened. So we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we shall also continue with Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM.
As King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
AskingRadio.com app available on Android and iOS devices. Download now.
We play them all. 5 decades of hits. 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and today.
As King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
Thank you. And if you're just joining us, this is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I am Grandma Jighjigh. I'm not alone. I'm supported by 2 lovely ladies.
Marysyntia Hangeior.
And
Felicity Girgir.
thank you. And like we said earlier, you could call us on
090-3648-5868.
That is 090-3648-5868.
Thank you. And tell us your story. It might inspire somebody. That's why we're here on this particular hour at this on every Tuesday, we tell stories to inspire you. And if you are inspired, call us and tell us what part of the program inspired you. And if not, if you have something to contribute, then do so. You must have, all of us, all children growing up, inspired to be something. My granddaughter, she's 8 years old, and she's already telling me she wants to be a doctor. She's already looking for where she can apprentice.
As a doctor. Apprentice as a doctor.
Definitely.
Wow. Okay.
So I told her it's not possible to apprentice. So why don't you read your books? Read your books. And what are the books? What type of? Every time I say read your books, she goes to pick her English textbook to read. Yes. And I'm like, no, practice your maths. Maths is one of the foundation subject for medicine. So read your maths. She said, but she can't read her maths. She can only read her English. Go ahead and read your English. You don't know. Maybe by the time she's 10, she will change her mind.
Say no.
But whichever one she wants to do, I'm ready to support her. Yes. So if you want to be part of this show, and let me also remind you that we're streaming live online and on Facebook on askingradio.com, and you can also call us on
090-3648-5868.
That is 090-3648-5868.
Yes, and tell us your story. You may inspire somebody. So, do you have a story that will inspire somebody? What did you want to be growing up? What did you want to do growing up? Are you doing it? And if you are doing it, do you enjoy doing it? What are you doing? Do you have any advice for those who would want to stick to what they inspire to be? But if you are not living your inspiration, what happened? Call us and tell us on
090-3648-5868.
That is 090-3648-5868.
Thank you. So when you call us, remember to tell us your name and where you're calling from, and remember to also stay away from your radio so that we can all listen to you and hear what you know. It may inspire somebody. So,
and then speaking about this topic, I know of someone who it was a guy actually, wanted to become a footballer from when he was very young, and he was very good at it. Like, there's a field that is close to my house, and every evening you literally be hearing his name from the field. Everybody's always hailing him. He was very good at it. Even outsiders were always telling his parents that, okay, this guy is actually good, support his dream. But his father was against it. He said, go to school, find a course to study. I don't like your football dream and all. And he wanted to actually, I don't know what he studied later on, but he was not happy about it. And I think till date he's always telling his dad that, I wonder what I would have been now. Like, if you had not stopped my football dream, maybe I would have been a good footballer by now. So I think that parents should support their children, especially if they see that they have high potentials of being good at something. At
a point in time, some time ago, football was the in thing in Nigeria. Every child wanted to be an Okocha or what's the other one? You understand? And parents were also encouraging their children. Don't you see your mates? They're the ones playing, what do you call them? Not super eagles. What do you call them now? Eaglets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Making money, making name for themselves. Every parent wanted their child, and here was this one discouraging his son from
he
playing
refused
football.
That he shouldn't go for that football.
I think one of the reasons why parents kind of discourage their children is, I think it's fear. Sometimes they feel like, well, this might not really. People are always looking at what is going to put food on your table immediately, or what is going to have high status, because if you come to society, everything, there is class in everything, whether we like it or not. People say, well, these are the kind of courses, or these are the kind of professions that we pay respects to, and these other ones, it's only when you have gotten far with it that we are able to pay you that respect. Because if you're a nurse, even if you're the least rank, then people just say, okay, this person is a nurse, and there is a kind of respect that they put to it, except only people who are in that same field that will be able to tell, okay, this is where this person falls. But then you say something like, well, I am an event planner, and that your event planning is probably even bigger, you're earning more, right, than this nursing. But then because people have already placed that status, people already have in mind what they expect. This is what a nurse is like, and it's better than being someone who is into shoemaking or the event planning. They have already placed it like that. So I feel like some parents are in that fear. They are scared that, okay, this person might grow up, and people don't make it often with football. Like okay, maybe you make it around the area and you're known.
Sometimes the parents might also have been a victim.
Yes, that's true. That's true
In their lives.
Yes.
And so they feel, if I don't guide my child, he or she might also
become like you.
like
And then another reason is that some parents feel like it will not work out for them, and then sometimes it's just this thing of the immediate environment. Like maybe if the father felt that he would not be able to succeed in football in Nigeria, maybe that is why. Because there are some things that people study these days that are not very what word should I use? Should I say successful? They are not very much used here in our country, but in other countries they'll be there. They are very.
And you hear someone tell you, like, in this Nigeria, that's where you're trying to study this course. What will you make out of it? And people, it's just sad that people look down on some of these courses.
There's this particular sport that is done on ice or snow. Do you know there are Nigerians who are in that sport? But have you ever seen snow or ice in Nigeria? There you are.
We have a call from you.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5.
Okay.
Let me start call. Please check again and call us on
090-3648-5868.
That is 090-3648-5868.
And the program is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I am Grandma Jighjigh. I'm here with
Marysyntia Hangeior
and Felicity Girgir.
Thank you very much. So call us and let's share what you inspired to be.
There's a call.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Lost it again.
Sorry, we lost it again. So these three young Nigerians, by fate, happen to be in the same town at the same time, studying in the same university, somewhere in US. And like a joke, one day they found themselves, what is the name of this sport? I'll find out. Yes, and they competed and came third. Surprisingly, these are people coming from Africa, from Nigeria, where they've never seen snow in their lives, but they became snow skaters.
Yes.
Ah, wonderful, isn't it?
True.
So sometimes the environment, it was because when you say something about environment, that I just
Remembered it.
So,
but I also think, like, speaking on that environment, truly, to be honest, let's be honest with ourselves, there are some things that you can look at and know very well that my immediate environment and what I have, I will not be able to reach there. So instead of maybe it's good to be like determined, but instead of dwelling at it immediately, it's better for you to find what's within your reach at the moment. And then if it's the finances that was stopping you to go out and then do that skating that you wanted to do, gather it, save up for it with that immediate thing you're doing. Okay, if you continue loving the skating and want to still further, after saving up, then you can go ahead and take yourself to that environment that was impossible to reach. And because sometimes why people feel like it's not working out for me, I've just been struggling, is because that thing you're looking for is not even within your reach. So you first reach out to what is within your reach, or what you know that, okay, you can actually do at the moment. And while you're at it, you can still be seeking for that very dream of yours. You can still be reaching out to it.
That reminds me of Richard from A.K.A. Richard wants to be a lawyer, but he can't afford it.
Okay.
Yes. So what is he doing now? Richard is farming.
Okay.
Yes, farming and saving up for his dream.
To become a lawyer.
Yes, he wants to be a lawyer. Seriously, he wants to be a lawyer, but he can't. And I think this is the second or third year. It's not easy.
Yes.
It's not easy, but he's doing it. So Richard, if you're listening to us, we're encouraging you. Don't give up. Like Cynthia said, you do your job and save up. Save up for your dreams. Your inspirations will come true at the end of the day. And I pray that when that time comes, you'll pass your JAM. And another thing I need to tell him is, while you are farming, also be studying. Don't leave your books. Don't leave your books. Because at the end of the day, after you've gathered the money, if you can't pass,
yes, it's for nothing. It's for nothing.
Everything will be a waste. And you'll become so frustrated at the end of the day that depression may even set in. So Richard, if you're listening to me from A.K.A., keep doing what you're doing, and with determination, prayer and hard work, you will get there. Don't forget your dream. Don't forget what you're aspiring to be, a lawyer. And I'm sure with Mr. Samuel from Barrister Samuel from Moses Adasu University, his experience, I hope you heard him last week, and it will inspire you to do what you are doing and achieve your dream. So if you're listening, if you're just joining us, this is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I am Grandma Jighjigh. I'm not alone. I'm with
Marysyntia Hangeior
and Felicity Girgir.
These two lovely ladies are supporting my program. So, today we missed 2 calls, isn't it?
Yes.
Please, if you are still there, keep trying. I'm sure the lines, maybe it's the network, we don't know. Maybe they've been trying to call us and it's getting a little hard. But don't forget to call us on
090-3648-5868.
That is 090-3648-5868.
And we're also streaming live online and on
Asking
Facebook.
Radio 98.5 Speed FM.
Thank you very much. So today has been very lively too. If we missed the calls, please call us next week and tell us what your dreams were, and if you're doing them, fine. If not, what are you doing now? Be determined in whatever you are doing and be prayerful. Always work on what you prayed for, and you realize your dream faster. So today it has been me, Grandma Jighjigh, along with
Marysyntia Hangeior
and Felicity Girgir.
Yes, and our thanks for giving me this opportunity. I thank the King of Radio, that's King James, and his lovely wife, Mem Shima. Thank you all. Until next week, when we shall come away, is Women of Speed on Asking Radio.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
AskingRadio.com app available on Android and iOS devices. Download now.